Hello, I'm Malcolm Wicks, the Labour MP for Croydon North, and I've got with me the three Labour councillors for Broad Green. And I really want to talk to them about the thing I hear a lot about, worries now about kids, about gangs, children on street corners, sometimes getting up to mischief, sometimes sadly much worse. And Stuart, surely the answer is to give more of our children and young people some positive alternatives, sport, useful activities. I know you're very keen on this and have done a lot of work on it.
Yeah, 100% for activities for young people. I think we've always got to remember that 99% of our young people are good kids, and if we can give those children opportunities to play, enjoy themselves, even those that perhaps aren't so good, if they've got something that diverts them away from crime. One of the things we're trying to do at the moment, if you remember the Healthy Living Centre that you opened with the local government at the time, the Peppermint Healthy Living Centre, we're actively trying to get a multi-ball games area up there for the young people to enjoy themselves, because the area of Valley Park that we represent, one of the areas there, hasn't actually got a lot of youth facilities. So if we can get a multi-ball games area for those kids, you know, it keeps them away, keeps them fit as well.
And actually, I mean, Croydon is quite rich, isn't it, in organisations, football clubs and the rest that do offer opportunities. And sometimes I think it's a question of trying to get parents and children to recognise the things that already exist.
Yeah, I mean, it's a duty of any council to sort of make sure that they make those facilities open to the public and make sure they're there. I mean, our argument in Croydon would be that we're perhaps not doing that enough, that the facilities are there, but the publicity isn't. You know, we've criticised the current Conservative council for not investing enough money in these facilities, and we want to get a petition up actually in the area with the residents in Valley Park to try and say to the council, look, listen to us. We need a multi-ball games area for the youngsters there.
You know, if you don't mind me saying so, you're a young mother. You and your husband have got two wonderful young children. What kind of facilities are you finding useful for your own children?
In Broad Green, we already have a Sure Start Centre, which I use a lot, and I take my two little ones there if I can every week, and see so many Broad Green residents and coming to the Sure Start Centre and using its facilities. And we would like to have more of that in the area, and with the large number of block of flats coming in that area, it's very important to have open spaces in Broad Green as well as in London Road. One of the things I wanted to campaign for is to have a indoor play area in the new developments which are coming in Broad Green, which will be very important for the children and the parents in that area.
Yeah, so it's good for children in all sorts of ways, keeps them out of mischief, as it were, but it's good for their health as well, isn't it? Because everyone's worried now about the problems of obesity, and we need to, as it were, keep our children active and running around. Yeah.
That's right.
Mike, what's your view on this? I know you've got some focus on some of the older children and making sure they're active.
Yeah, I quite agree with Stuart what he said, that the majority of the children in Croydon in general, particularly in Broad Green, are good and they're well-behaved children. There are only few who are creating problems. And sometimes we're beginning to wonder whether they are from Croydon at all, because the London Road, which falls in Broad Green, is the main centre for a lot of people who are coming from outside to gather and congregate. And we do have this sort of a gang problem, as you have dealt with it. We have come to you and you have spoken to the commanders, and they have done a wonderful job, but still there are problems. And you probably know recently we have a young boy who was murdered in the corner of Sumner Road, and these sort of a thing which I think is the fear is existing,
the fear of crime.
Yeah, and I hope that with your help, we'll be able to pursue the matter and do something very serious. The Tories are not doing that much.
Thanks, Michael. So, look, I mean, there we have it. There are worries about some young people, but as we're all saying, that's a small minority. Actually, most of our children in Broad Green in Croydon are doing very well. And as well as the issues around policing, which we take very seriously, the worries about knife crime, we need to emphasise the positive. We need to get more children into the kind of youth facilities, football, the Sure Start facilities, the things that, Stuart, you're working on. I think that's the positive approach, and I look forward to working with you on the future on what is a very important issue for, after quite a young borough, with many young families and children. Nothing could be more important. Thanks very much. Good to talk to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.